Thank you for watching videos by Family Travel Photos. Today is June 4th, 2021, and we're traveling from Estes Park, Colorado to Jackson, Wyoming, and getting a sneak peek at Grand Teton National Park. If you're planning a trip to the Grand Tetons, stay tuned for great photos and helpful tips to make your vacation better. This is part of our series of travel vlogs and tutorials from our trip to Estes Park, Grand Teton National Park, Yellowstone, Cody, Wyoming, Devil's Tower, Mount Rushmore, and Badlands National Park. Click the subscribe icon in the lower right corner so you know when the next video will be released. Well, it's early in the morning, Friday, June 4th. I'm in Estes Park, Colorado. I'm standing in front of the Stanley Hotel. Today, we are taking a drive from Estes Park all the way up to Jackson, Wyoming, and getting set to start our two-day trek through Grand Teton National Park. That's probably the biggest part of this trip for me, because it's just, a photographer's dream. And we're really looking forward to doing that. So anyway, we're gonna get started here after we eat breakfast and head out on the road. The trip from Estes Park to Jackson is just under 500 miles, passing across the southern third of Wyoming. As you can see, this area is desolate. We have driven a couple hundred miles into Wyoming now, and I haven't taken any shots out the window because it's really been very boring. Parts of it were kind of rolling open fields and
scrub.
Then we got areas where it's scrub. It looked a lot like West Texas even. There was like an occasional single mountain and just stuck in the middle of nowhere. We did find a few spots that provided a scenic view of the countryside, but as you can see, this area is very, very remote. Okay, here's a real good tip if you're driving in Wyoming. Keep your gas tank filled, because we've been driving a long way. We saw a sign that said, turn here for gas. Next time to get gas is 50-some miles. I turn in here and the gas pumps will be installed tomorrow. So all they got is diesel. So the message is, don't run your tank down hoping and expecting to find a gas station along the way, because this is right out in the middle of nowhere and gas stations are hard to find. We finally made it to Jackson. We drove past the town square with the antler arches and on to our hotel. Traffic in Jackson is horrible. The backup of cars in the oncoming lane stretch for more than a mile. Here's a tip if you plan to stay at a Jackson hotel to visit the Grand Tetons. Try to find a hotel on 191 north of the downtown area, like the Flat Creek Inn where we stayed. From that location, you can travel to and from the park without going through the bad traffic in the city center. We checked into our hotel at around 5 p.m. and decided to visit Teton Village. Getting to Teton Village meant driving up to the park and looping back down Moose Wilson Road. Moose Wilson is a narrow road, as you can see here, and you can't drive larger vehicles like trucks, trailers, or RVs on it. Near the north end of Moose Wilson Road is a place where animals, particularly moose, are frequently seen. I've heard a lot of other YouTubers talk about this spot, but I want to show it to you because it's a very scenic location. The parking lot provides an elevated vista over a small lake and a swampy area. People set up here to watch for moose, elk, deer, and other animals.
I'm hoping that whatever went in the water will come back out and we can see what it was. Made a big splash. It might be a beaver. In the meantime, I'm getting eaten alive by mosquitoes.
We saw a couple of deer and a beaver swimming across the creek, but no moose showed up while we were there. If you're enjoying this video and find the tips to be helpful, I hope you'll click the thumbs up icon and send a like our way. Back on Moose Wilson Road, we crossed a couple of scenic streams on our way to Teton Village. Along the way, we did manage to catch a moose walking through the trees. Seeing the moose was the good news. The bad news was that our trip to Teton Village was basically a total bust. All we really wanted to do was take a tram ride.
So we're at Teton Village, and we thought, how cool, let's go see if we can ride the tram or the gondolas or something like that. But the gondolas are closed. You can't, there's nothing happening over there. You can't get a ticket for those. And we found out that the fine dining restaurant at the top is closed until the 12th. And so that's why the gondolas are closed, is there's no reason to go up there if the restaurant's not there. And then, you know, we thought, well, it'd be fun to ride the tram, so we'll go check out the tram. This is what you find for the tram. Yes, the trams are all down on the ground because here in 2021, June, they're replacing all the cabling for the trams. So, no ride today.
Most of Teton Village was still shut down. It was really still out of season, so there was little else to do there. Since we still had some daylight, we decided to head back to the park and scout out Schwabacher Landing, where we would be going before dawn the next morning. As the sun dropped in the west, we got our first view of the spectacular Grand Teton Mountains. We got to Schwabacher Landing around 8 o'clock p.m. and walked the rugged path along the Snake River, taking in several incredible views. The end of the trail offers the amazing view of the Grand Tetons reflected in the water that makes Schwabacher Landing one of the Grand Tetons' most popular spots for photographers. When the sun was down, we navigated the trail back to the parking lot. By the time we reached the car, it was dark, so we decided to head back to the hotel. Along the way, Monique saw a small herd of elk along 191. Even though it was almost completely dark, the nighttime photo setting on her iPhone captured these shots of the elk from a moving car. That's pretty remarkable. By the way, we stayed the night at the Flat Creek Inn in Jackson. Do you need a hotel in Jackson to stay at while visiting Grand Teton National Park? Follow the link in the upper right corner to watch our short review. That was the end of the day, June 4th, on our vacation. It was a long day with lots of driving, but we still managed to see some animals and get our first taste of Grand Teton National Park. In our next video, June 5th, we'll show you some of our favorite moments at Grand Teton National Park. We'll start with a sunrise at Schwabacher Landing, photograph the famous barns of Moore Monroe, walk along Jenny Lake for stunning mountain scenes and an unexpected run-in with a critter, visit the Chapel of Each of our vlog videos includes several tips to help you with your vacation, so if you haven't subscribed already, now's the time to do it, and hit the bell icon so you'll be notified when we publish again. Until then, check out more videos in our Wyoming vacation playlist on screen now. We'd love to see your comments and questions. Please post them in the comments below.